I barely made that. I could probably take another 6 frames off, maybe. So, total, the one optimization I've made since we last reconvened, which I started talking about like probably 10 minutes ago, and then I got lost in focus. I was looking for a bigger zig tackle window than 3. I thought I found a 5-frame window. About half a second later, but it's on the wrong battle RNG parity because emulator and console apparently have different ones. Have like opposite parities, probably because the zig gender is different, even though the stats are the same. Anyway, I had a backup 4-frame cluster that was a quarter of a second later. than my old one, which makes my no encounter offsets a little bit more cozy than before. Maybe not cozy, I think like a little bit more rushed, because I am spending more time just waiting, and I don't really have that much time budgeted to wait. But because now my big battle end frame is now later, I can push my actual no encounter offset number earlier, which means so far I've saved about 1/10 of a second on the manip. I can probably shave another maybe 6 frames. I did make a backup no encounter cluster in anticipation of using the 5-frame window that I found. So if it really comes to the point where I'm really struggling to make the current no encounter window, I can always just switch to the other one. The problem is that that one has like 6 different frames of the 14 where the scientist does nothing, which is kind of annoying because that means I have to pay attention to the screen for longer instead of looking at my notes for the mapping of frames to paths. I'm also not controlling the number of off-screen spins right now after the battle. think that's a high roll from my tackle. I don't trust that I can mud slap that at level 7. Ouch. This run is not very good. Up nerdy, thanks for the luck. And you tackle critters. Close. I think that's one off water gun. I have one potion. Will probably be used Tannery or something. Probably can't afford to buy and use a super potion anyway. How many mud shots do I even use? I would save one on this Ralt. The problem is boom, really, and also like quick attack. If you're not high enough HP, taking too much damage. Thinking like could carry Torrent. Save the effect spore, but even then it's just like too likely to die to Watson from like 20 HP or whatever. Because you can literally just, after Rose, just take the center. You have the mudshot count to pull it off. What HP would I have been? Like, problem is you have to also leave Rival at high HP, because you can leave Rival at like 3, and then the strat just doesn't work. Could be my first 59 Brawly. Starting lonely. Time's okay, I mean, obviously not great. I have to just treat it like it's 42-12 with the protein. Maybe a slow run to bike, but it wasn't that slow. Still haven't figured out how to do that down 1 into up 2. I always mess it up. Oh, that was pretty clean. I probably stop when I'm passing that last hiker. If this was like a good run. Oh! It was probably a good thing I took the extra steps before Meteor falls. That's annoying. I think they should leave the extra step outside. Should be fine. Oh, that's... this should still be fine. I just need to go right instead of my normal pathing to the hiker. Need to go up right instead of right up, otherwise I will bike right into him. The setup should still work with the extra step. Hope JT thanks for the luck. That was jank as fuck, but it worked. I stopped on the right tile, which is what mattered. Bottom magma grunt one. I don't have a potion. I'm risking this. Alright. An 11 and 16 range. I do have to watch my strength count, but it should be fine. Because I'm so unlikely to have to elixir before Flannery. So I'll be able to elixir all my strengths up. Execution this section has been not great. I mean, I've adjusted well, but You obviously would like to have to not adjust in the first place. This one is 13 and 16, but missed it has growl and then nothing dies, so rain check on that one. We risk the speed tie turn 2 on Mighty Anna. Oh my god. I don't think this run's good enough. I have to just YOLO this. For Flannery. I can't use my potion here. I'm just dead to Sunny Overheat. I could potion, honestly. Ugh, my last potion. Fight crit's really annoying there. Segments. The first third of the first split, the second third of the first split, and the third third of the first split. Probably in that order. Actually, no, it's probably first, third, then second. I'm not even kidding, like... please! Why did I heal? Oh, I was never getting Sunny Day anyway. I probably have to heal this now, too. For Swallow. Actually, no. I'm gonna be level 30, right? This is actually really good HP, so might be a good strategic play to not get body slam. Fuck. Powder is still fine, but I need to powder right away so I don't get focus punch, right? Been getting crit by a lot of really hard-hitting moves. Got crit by bite, got crit by body slam. Gonna lose a little bit of time this split because I have to heal twice. You have socks on your feet. Anything to not avoid turning on the heater. It was probably correct for me to powder first, or to repel first. Well, there goes my run. Holy, look at that. What's gonna suck ass? It's gonna be so weird having my potions below my energy powders. This is a good... Finally, I get a good HP setup for Swellow. And it comes off the back of Bite Crit, Potion, Body Slam Crit. Fun fact, if I hadn't Potioned, I would have died. But Potion before Flannery, Body Slam Crit would have just wiped me. $20 to $24 is the golden HP. That was a max roll on the second one. Oh wait, no, it's 22 to 27, I think. 24 to 26. Yeah. 50 is the average damage. I knew 71 was going to be a pretty good HP. These low strength rolls, man. I think it was still Mudshot was still guaranteed from there. I think one less. I wonder if that's actually worth to sometimes enter Norman at not full, given that I can't really do the fast +2 strat anyway. That's a pretty good roll. Oh, that's annoying as fuck. Root for 52. Oh, okay, we just lose. Thank goodness. Oh! Why? Uh... Why did it facade? How did I just two-shot slacking? That wasn't even a range. That was, it does 64 max. That was not super fast. He probably could have quick spun. Everything is getting mud shot, even Shelly's Carvana. My Diana is 14 and 16. If I miss it, I die. I think both beach potions are still faster than the P potion. Although it's hard to say. PC is right there, and it's pretty fast to pick it up. Low key, my thumb slipped. Going down. Right? Good Rival 2 fight, though. This was a good split. I thought it was right down for whatever reason instead of left down. Oh, I almost hit her. Holy. I went up the wrong line. Very good crit. Ah! Oh, the tweener crit. Do it again. Do it again. Oh, so close. This is pretty good special attack for Cast Form. Problem is, Cast Form's probably going to die. .52 speed! I'll just go, honestly. Cast Form's pretty unlikely to take damage. And there's a chance that I live, apparently. On Tropius. I've taken 0 damage. Unlikely. Oh no, I have too much HP. What do I do? Might be time for Swablu to aerial ace me. I forgot to elixir, didn't I? Well, good thing I have an extra turn to stall. Alright, Skarmory, do your thing. I want to elixir second. Holy. We saved strength. No, we didn't, but... That wasn't even intentional to forget to elixir. It just worked out that I needed 2 aerial aces. I saw that I had low strength. Like, wait a minute. Sometimes lucky. His biking has been not good. I'm trying Rogue. Holy, this Viking man. Sniper, thanks for the luck. What's up, Tom? Wait a minute. I get an extra HP EV. I'll be 141? I don't think that matters. Because I get the extra +4 or whatever. Right? Yeah, it's just instead of 46 out of 140, it's 47 out of 141. Maybe I don't have to push my HP ranges back down. That was the thing for 3250. I had a lower HP IV. Where my max torrent doesn't change from 139 to 140, I think. But from 140 to 141, your max torrent goes up. No! Okay. I think I ended up with no crits, which might make up for the fact that this was like C plus biking in Magma Hideout. Hey, Pika player, thanks for the luck. I will find out in a second. I'm not comparing against PB right now. I should be a little bit ahead. Like between 15 and 20 seconds, I think. Minus 21. Which is about right. Means this comparison's actually doing what it's supposed to. As my PB gets a pretty crazy late, like, ready to end. And my target, this target is a 229.59. So the fact that I'm like playing close to it is a good sign. I'll probably buy a third revive because I don't need heal powders, I don't need hyper potions. In case something happens to cast form here. Although I should probably just heal since I have the powders. Like, just in case. But I shouldn't need to heal as a thing. I could probably heal on that turn. $47 is not enough. I can probably go like their heal this turn, something. Since Castorm's not doing anything this turn. Nah, I'm probably just gonna buy an extra revive. Curlia... Kadabra can't do anything, and Curlia is still 1 in 4 to damage me anyway. I'm just gonna go. I'll just buy the third revive or something. I have the money to do it, I'm pretty sure, since I'm not buying any hypers. Actually, I might buy hypers. I just won't buy full heal. I'll buy like 2 hyper potions or something. So do I need big heals for anything? I guess if I get damaged by... True double or something early. Yeah, now I gotta get through Declan first. I probably can't go. I don't think she spun. Dragon Rage or Thrash is both good. This is the min HP. Sorry, this is... one below the min. Which is, I think, worth risking. No, I can potion anyway. I can still potion. Is it worth it, though? I'm still likely to have to potion after anyway. Yeah, I might as well just potion during the fight, because I'm so likely to have to heal after the battle. Might as well just take the safety. I can do like X special, potion, X speed, 5. I don't think I'm at risk of staying out of current by going to 1, whatever. I might be for like 45 or something, but it should be okay. Because even if I... Yeah, because even if I don't potion, I'm probably dead to Crobat. Why do we have to click Mudshot? Yes, I needed damage. I was specifically looking for a Dragon Rage or Thrash. Fight was pretty cringe there. Got our knees, thanks for the luck. We're probably going to be slipping further behind. I am saving time, not healing cast form, but stalling a turn on Gyarados. I think my PB didn't have to do that. I also think my PB gold did TNL, because I did Strat 7. It loses a little bit of time because I think Golbat's a speed tie. But you're also incentivized to go for Air Cut or Miss. Not basically to make kill AI be more random. So it's not always picking wing attack. It can also pick bite or air cutter. Speed first. Potion. $39. That's a low roll. I don't think I'm at risk of not being in Torrent here. 38 is 41 out of 47. No, that should be fine. 51 out of 157 for 45, so this should just be fine. That was an awful surf roll on Xatu. I don't think Zatu's dying, man. Okay, well. One more. I got really low rolls from Claydol, so I won't need to go for air cutter miss. I think I have the HP, provided that I don't take damage on True Double. If I keep this HP, then I won't. I can probably just powder turn one. Good fight, but time lost, obviously, to crit plus Gyarados stall. I think I'm about even with PB right now, if I were to guess. Oh, wow, I saved time on PB. How is that possible? I did strat 7. Oh, extra step, that's fine. My PB is a 2:30:40, which is 3rd place and 49 seconds behind world record. This is set up for a pretty good archery segment though. But from 50, I don't think I can ever tank 2 wing attacks. But if I get air cutter, I might be able to tank a wing attack. But it's so unlikely because it's 25 to 30. I think the correct play is just to... I could play for air cutter miss, but I'm better off just healing, honestly. Like powdering turn 1. By the way, this is why I picked up 2 beach potions. And even that might not be enough. I should have picked up the Caternies PC potion as well. Yeah, Wave got a 146.13. Record is hard from here. Actually, wonder what happens if you talk to Steven from above. Because he gets knocked back, right? But if you're talking from above, which way does it get knocked? I don't think it's any extra steps to do that. I feel like on a meme run, I should just do that. Does he get, like, knocked sideways? Compared to where he's facing? Or do you also get knocked back? Oh, it gets hit the other way? Okay. Maybe he's just like faces left. I've always talked to him from the right. Green. That's scary. That's so based. Holy, go off, Metang. Only. Oh, what? That's just so slow. My 229. Does he get sent on Mightyena again? I have to go through the fucking intimidate text again. Ain't no way. Clear body and guard spec. Send help. Look how slow this is. Select is good. Yeah, I think we're a speed tie with Golbat. That's pretty goofy. Either damage is so good here. Oh my god. That is really good. Good. Sidekick, Crobat. Actually, I don't think Metal Claw kills, yeah. Holy, look at him go. Look at Metang go. He got both screens and like the optimal move on every turn. What a pal. Almost makes up for the withdraw Mightyena. Losing me like 6 seconds. Alright. On PB Pace, we're going to be doing the pauseless spinner pass in Sleep Fork Cavern because I practice it. PB pace on the line. Can you do a pauseless pass here? Oh, look at that. No 1 in 16 for you, good sir. I think I have an extra surf because Metang was so helpful. Minus 30 on PB. But I need all the time save because my PB is basically perfect from here. In terms of luck. I go for the YOLO Outrage on Juan, which I probably won't do this run. I don't know yet. Can't wait for my Ray cutscene pee break. I can make it long before that. I run the flow timer just so I know for sure. Ah, bad menu. I should remember that I'm on Pokemon there because I'm flying. Yo, Lonely 2. Lonely Runner 2. Thanks for the luck. How many times should this run have died? A lot. I messed up in Sky Pillar 1! This is the fastest I've ever been back. We lose. Worst possible. I've never gotten good rain RNG in my life. This is all I know. Like I live in the Pacific Northwest in the winter. Okay, time for execution. Oh, what a start. Look at me go. That's adamant or quiet. I think that's adamant though. That was definitely not a good hit. But if it's quiet, I'm kind of screwed because I don't have the X special. Just hope it's adamant. That should have been a good adjustment. Dude, my manips are so good, and I just can't bike to save my life. All right, can we get the YOLO? Woohoo! Look at him go! I'm losing time to my PB here because of bad execution. My PB gold stat split. Of course, PB piss break. That was a very premature dismount. My PB misses the Absol range and gets Ice Ball, but also gets Wailord miss. Congrats on -3 on PB. Curious on your opinion of Outrage slot 1. Good with Persm, not that good without. No! My PB. Be like -12 on steps or something. Like BB to clear the piece. Because for some whatever reason in Hoenn, you press the cursor defaults on yes to continue rather than no to exit or something compared to Fire Leaf. I did it again. Fired round 2 muscle memory. Feels bad, man. I don't think I'll ever not do that. Alright, I would really like to get this range here, or like a rock slide miss. Kelly thinks it's a luck. I'm tempted to go for the same Outrage strat. The problem is Cotton Spore is really slow. From Acturn, I think it is. 7 and 16 range. Okay, that's fine. Although I think this gets the heal. Oh wow, no it didn't, okay. I thought that was too much. All good. That is a little bit of time save on my PB, I think, because I am less likely to need to heal before Wallace. I have 6 outrages. Guess I only use like 3 or 4 more, right? Protect plus quick attack, but otherwise not a bad split. Right, Hit Fly the Fight Part 1. I'm lost literally to hesitation. Can you imagine that? I didn't even get Protect Failure. Well, I'll save time on the Wallace split. Well, I don't have a Wallace, but I'll save time on Wallace not having to heal, very likely. Last fight, I said, Hit Fly the Fight Part 1. You'll never guess where Part 2 is. $188.74. Oh, no Protect! We're so in there! This is gonna be a gold, right? Gotta be. Plus 0.0. Oh my god! Lonely PB, baby! Fuck the haters. He says to absolutely no one. No. This is gonna be like a 16 or something. 230-16, which is like a massive PB, but I don't improve in a leaderboard placement. Surf, 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 surf. You know what would be funny is if I missed the 15 and 16 worst cash range. To lose PB or something. I think even that doesn't cost me PB. Even though healing is quite slow. Cool, alright. $14-ish? Y'all should see that slacking, dude. That slacking was nuts. Best part about this run is I don't even have to change my comparisons because I can just keep my 229. The timer on the stream might not be accurate, super to the 10th of a second or whatever. I have a source life split that will have the official time. Official, quote unquote. Yep, 14. This was my one and only Mudkip hit today, by the way. This run was so mid coming out of Watson. So okay. Bro, Rock Smash crit into Facade, random Facade. Into Mudshot crit. The crit only saved me time. I didn't need the crit. I was a guaranteed win once it didn't pick counter. well, guaranteed, quote unquote, as guaranteed as any hit mud shot 2 times is. But then I don't get speed drop into citrus, which saves a lot of time as well. Is this lonely? Yes. So FAQ points to the mudkip that I used. The manip, the manip itself is about 1.5 minutes longer than the naughty one. And compared to naughty, it's about 2 seconds slower. Oh, by the way, Chippy, this was 4-frame zig tackle. That was based. So I spent about 2 months on and off crafting this manip. 2 months is a lot, but it was about that much time. Crafting the manip. There were many iterations, and I've tried doing manips with like PC potion to try and live more often, and then I got rid of it because I realized I wasn't dying often enough and I needed the step count. Lots of technical details, but I wasn't sure if this route was going to be worth it, but I realized that it's basically almost like everything is trade-offs. So like some things are better, some things are worse. It's not strictly faster or slower. But I thought that the things were better were going to help me get runs further. And to get my gold time, that was enough. That difference was sufficient for me. So I switched. I like full committed to using this mudkip. So yeah, this was a okay rock sand. This was 3 encounter. I had to pick up both beach potions. Most people don't even know there's a second one. But I made the last second decision 3rd place. I was already 3rd place. I'm just 3rd place now. I don't have Amoeba sniffing my crack in game on the leaderboard. Yeah, so this was like 3 encounters, nothing too crazy. I had to heal 3 times for nose pass. I had to heal 3 times on that split. That was fine. Like port split was average. Rival 2 was fine. I think it was 2 turns sleep, 1 potion. No extra turn. Oh, I missed a mud shot on Caleb. But not inconsequential besides just the turn lost. Watson hit the bend range, won the speed tie on Voltorb. So obviously you're going to get a good time there. 653 is really good. So 4212 is it's all right. You know, it's probably it's definitely on the lower end of what I would kind of accept as a Watson exit time. But in my I retconned it that because the Lonely has better attack, I get the protein for free. So I just imagined this was a 4212, but with the protein already picked up. So in my head, it was like a 4157 Watson. I'm like, 4157 is not that bad. So I'm like, you know what? This runs all right. So Maxi was fine. Like the execution this run was kind of up and down. I think like in the execution heavy segments, like Maxi 1, Maxi 2, Sky Pillar was okay. Victory Road was, besides the walking the 3 tiles, it was fine. But to go back, like Maxi 1 was kind of whatever. I got Bite Crit, which put me at like 40 HP. I didn't have the Super Potion because I don't buy the Super Potion anymore. Because I'm taking less from Bite. I'm taking less from special moves, which are the key like high damaging moves. So I don't buy the Super Potion anymore. It like saves like 3 seconds or something. And I made like the last second decision to Potion. Because at first I wasn't sure. I was like, I could just get Light Screen or Smog. Like if I get Sunny Day, I just lose. But I ended up getting Smog, no poison, and then I got Body Slam crit. So it was a good thing I potioned, because Body Slam crit me from 40, I was dead. That was fine. Had to heal an extra time for Brawly. So I didn't get to minimize Focus Punch chance. Good Swallow. I finally got God HP for Spinda on Lonely. It's so hard to set up. It's just so rare. But the HP is like... Yeah, the HP is just hard to... Getting that starting HP entering Norman's gym is just hard. It's pretty difficult. You would need like a single bite Mightyena into like damageless Flannery or something. Which actually can happen, but... Norman, I missed the Vigoroth range. Had to heal twice on that fight. But yeah, and then I crit Slacking. Usually, if you crit, you lose, because Slacking is like 80% to use counter or something. Like 211 and 256, which is like about 80 something percent. And then I got Facade. Random Facade, by the way. Just used Facade for no reason. And then I crit Mudshot, which wasn't necessary, but definitely stemmed a lot of the time loss from having to heal twice. Rival 3 was really good. I Mudshot everything, including the Shelly YOLO. Hit the Mightyena range. Didn't get any extra protects from Pelipper. Winona split was good. Overall, I think I crit Tropius. So I got the Carvanha. I O-code Carvanha with Shockwave. That's a good start. And then I didn't get protect from the Gym Pelipper. Good start. I entered Tropius at full. Crit Tropius turn 2. So I entered Winona at 64. And then I entered the fight not knowing that I needed to... Forgetting to Elixir, by the way. I like candied and then just didn't Elixir. Accidentally. But it ended up working out in my favor because I needed 2 turns of Skarmory damage anyway. I didn't get Swablu damage, so I was going to just Mudshot, stall, because I didn't really want to do +2 Pelipper, but I wanted to, I wanted to stall, I wanted to use, like, the X attack and then 1 extra turn. And then I checked my strength count on Pelipper, and I had, like, 3 left. I'm like, what happened? Why is my strength move yellow? Like, I should be at, like, 15 strengths. And that's how I realized that I didn't Elixir. And then it popped in my head, oh, instead of Mudshotting, I can just use the Elixir on one of the Skarmory turns, so I can get 2 hits of Chip, 2 Aerial Aces from Skarmory to perfect HP. And I got lucky, didn't get Sand Attack, so rewarded. I was able to kind of recover bad Winona HP. In a way, things just worked out. Bad movement in Maxi 2 lost me time. TNL, I had to stall a turn on Gyarados, but otherwise it was fine. Standard split. Archie was crazy. I think Metang saved me a Surf. That's how good the fight was. It was just an absolute homie. Like, he set up both screens, Metal Clawed the first Mightyena, so no range, Psychicked both bats, so I only had to hit each one once. Crazy. And then I got Standard Archie, didn't die, didn't get crit. One movement. Bad movement cost me most of this time, execution and movement. But my PB was a gold, but I got the Outrage YOLO on 1, got the 3-turn Outrage, and then YOLO the last turn successfully. Adamant Ray. Sydney Split, I got Quick Attack and Protect. Maybe a few seconds in movement, time loss. Missed this Absol range, but didn't get damage, so that helps me on later splits, not needing to heal. Also didn't do too much damage where the Citrus Berry would have kept it in heal range, so I was able to just waterfall it twice. No problems there. BB standard fight actually didn't get protect, so I was going to save time, but then I hesitated on which Pokemon I needed to use Outrage on, so I lost about a second doing that. That would have probably been a Phoebe Gold. Glacia, standard Hail fight. Drake, I got no Protect turn 2 from Shelgon. So I got plus 0.0 on my gold. And then I got heal. I got no heal, Blizzmiss into Dragon Dance. So +2 because of Dragon Dance versus Surf. Surf is obviously faster. I don't think I crit anything. So yeah, that was pretty much the gist of it. Cool. So this was my proof of concept that Lonely does the trick. And I think for pushing this kind of goal time, Lonely, I think, does a better job than Naughty. This run showed that Lonely is competent and capable. And I think this run was enough proof for me to continue doing Lonely to reach my goal time. I think Lonely does start to struggle once you're pushing for 228, which, you know, there have been a lot of attempts from other runners who have gotten 228 pace up to like Archie, or like very low 229 up to Archie. I think just the fact that you need extra heals sometimes, and you're not getting like super optimal like heal-less situations as often because you're taking more from physical moves. Like Lonely doesn't quite get that benefit, but it is much more stable in that it's not losing time to not killing things. So I think it does come down to like slightly easier manip. You can pick up the protein optionally, but I think for this kind of time, you're never really going to pick up the protein at this point, unless your time is quite good, unless your Watson time is quite good. But now I never have to. Yeah. I feel very vindicated, honestly. Like, this was months and months of on and off work to plan the route, to like mentally convince myself that the benefits were at least worth experimenting with. I did not expect to get a PB this fast, but I always knew that, you know, PB was absolutely doable with either Naughty or Lonely Mudkip. So, like, you can tell from the execution that I'm not super crisp and well practiced on the execution, but I think there were a lot of good decision making today. I think overall there was a good solid baseline of execution. I basically didn't really make any like significant mistakes. All the mistakes were like minor, I think.